sometimes when we pose that question, the answer's immediate in the other direction because you've beaten that person before. But in this case, it seems to be a little bit personal, Cody.
It is impersonal. I hate saying this, it's just business. And I know you've all heard this before, but Flip Gordon, in 2 years from now, good for business. 5 years from now, great for business. 7 years from now, he might be a franchise guy. He might be the franchise of Ring of Honor. Right now, not good for business. Not good for All In.
Yeah, but everybody started somewhere, man, even you.
I'm with you. I'm sticking to my word. He has the opportunity here. To me...
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, come on.
I think that's a message.
To me, this reads like a public workout. But I've said this before. Buster Douglas, Rulon Gardner, the 1980 men's hockey team. I could keep going here.
Yeah.
Doing a public workout like this so close to All In. Nick Aldis is throwing everything away. Nick Aldis has never performed in front of 10,451 people.
So
he hasn't.
So would you say the crowd favorite would be in flips?
I just think this whole thing is Nick's to lose.
Well, that definitely seems to be the case, and you think about the lineage of the NWA Championship, a title defended all over the world. Nick Aldis himself has recently defended 4 straight days in Australia. He's been to China. He's defended it all across Europe and the United States. Each week defending the title at least twice, usually 3 times in any given week. For 222 days, he's proved he is one of the very best in the world. I mean, think about that. Think about 222 days. I'm going to give you some names, Cody and Caprice. That is a longer reign than Sting ever had, than AJ Styles, than Masahiro Chono, than Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And those are just some of the individuals. We're just scratching the surface because there's gentlemen like Ric Flair, like Lou Thesz, like your father, Cody, that have done so much for that championship, raising it to the level it's at.
You built him up, so it's my turn to tear him down. I hate to say that. The NWA World's Championship is being given a spotlight on All In because of me and the respect I have for the title. I have a lot of respect for Nick, I really do, but I have much more respect for the title. Nick Aldis beat a substitute teacher to win that title. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood or whatever the hell it is not Ring of Honor, and it's certainly not All In. It's a different level. It's a different level. He has to prove he can be at that level.
We're going to take it right now to Nick Lendl for our championship introduction.
Where the hell is Bobby?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is being sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance as well as Ring of Honor Wrestling, and this contest is for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first is the challenger from Kalispell, Montana, Flip Gordon. And his opponent from the fighting town of Kingsland, England. As of today, he is in his 222nd day as the reigning, defending NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the National Treasure, the Dealer, Nick Aldis.
Very accomplished star, not the first world championship he's held. Everywhere he goes, he seems to win world championships.
Cody, you brought up a good point that he beat a substitute teacher, but that substitute teacher was also a 20-year veteran, Tim Storm. He's able to wrestle guys that really wouldn't get a platform on the big stages that are still great athletes. But I would say the lineage behind the title, like with your dad, does that hold any personal preference to you?
I'll say you bring up a good point. Maybe I got a little hot and bothered here. I mean, I just competed. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything negative about Tim Storm. But there's this saying, the title can make the man or the man can make the title.
Great point.
And I'm not sure which one of those is Nick. And I'll tell you one thing, the same thing I told Nick. That title, 10 pounds of gold, it used to sit on my dad's desk. I used to see it as a little kid. He got a replica after he had long since retired, and he had it in a glass case. It meant a lot to him. But it means a lot to me without all that. It has been elevated. And and he's going to bring it on the big stage at All In. It's just, well, I hope he's going to bring it. This is a risky move. But I'm going to say this, I pointed this out backstage, and I'm not sure, this KT tape that is on Flip Gordon's shoulder. If you don't know what KT tape is, it pulls the muscles up to the skin to create the blood flow, to create the healing. If Flip Gordon came into this injured, he's putting a huge target on it.
Yeah. As you see there in the top left, trending in the United States, Honor for All, a great event so far. Right now, it's NWA World's Heavyweight Championship on the line. Flip Gordon, the challenger. With the wrist lock spinning out is Nick Aldis. Breaks it into his zone. Of course, Billy Corgan, we've seen in Nashville today, taking photos showing Flip Gordon some of the sights, kind of an unnerving sight for maybe for Nick Aldis and maybe for you, Cody.
I think me and Billy are going to have a real peculiar relationship. I don't think I like him, and I don't think he likes me, but we can certainly do business together.
Sometimes that's all you need to do is business.
That's right.
Side headlock. We saw Bernard the Business Bear earlier with Conrad.
A basic move like this, a side headlock, is an exceptional move against Nick because you've seen him on his vertical base. Billy Gunn style, deceivingly big. You think you're about the same height as Nick until you look at him across the hall when he's not looking at you. He's a big boy.
He's a huge guy, and I kind of wanted to see this matchup with Flip Gordon because it's almost like finesse and techno against this high flyer that's almost 50 pounds less than this guy.
This you get a little bit, even though Nick is in 2018, you get a little bit of throwback here.
Yeah.
There was the era of the big guys wrestling is kind of a bygone era.
The cookie cutter.
It's kind of bygone. He's got kind of a throwback appeal going. But I think he can match it in the style of 2018.
Great slam.
And I think that's what keeps him
going.
Whoa.
Wow, look at this. Gordon right back to his feet.
What can Flip prove to you here, Cody? Like, win or lose, what can he prove to you here?
This for championship, and I'm gonna be.
He's saying it right now. He's saying it right now. The thing he has to prove that he can be All In. I'm not going to deny that Flip Gordon is tough. I wrestled Flip Gordon in Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah.
I've stood across from him. I like Flip Gordon.
Kid's undeniable, man. Would you give us a 50-50 chance, or would you say a 70-30? What would you say?
I think this is a public workout. I think Nick is toying with him.
I gotta push back on that, Cody.
I think it is.
I gotta push back.
It's at least 50-50.
No,
on any given day.
I think. I mean, I'll give you an example. If this match was happening in New Japan Pro Wrestling, this match wouldn't even happen because technically Flip would qualify as a junior.
Well, be that as it may. You got to think, though, Cody. I mean, anybody that steps in the ring has a chance to win. I mean,
any given night. You're absolutely right about that.
Think about the meteoric rise and ascent of Flip Gordon. In less than 18 months, he's not only in Ring of Honor competing across the globe, he's competed in Mexico for CMLL, for New Japan, for Rev Pro.
Is that because of his talent, or is it because of his relationship with Matt, Nick Jackson, and Young Bucks?
Either way, the experience he's getting is experience against great competitors.
No doubt, but I'm saying he might have been given the experience a little too soon, and nobody would know better than me. I started in this industry way too early. I debuted on television when I was 20 years old, and I didn't have a clue. Trial by fire, baptism by fire. Flip Gordon's in there. He's getting the experience. He doesn't have the experience, though.
Well, I don't
need him getting his experience on the All-In stage, if that makes any sense to you.
I get what you're saying. I do feel that you believe in him. You just don't believe he's ready.
You think a part of me likes Flip Gordon?
I think you believe. I think you see yourself in him. Be honest.
I think you believe in the idea of Flip Gordon and where that idea might grow and prosper. But I think you may be underselling and undercutting what this man's able to do right now.
I'm surprised it's gone this long already. And he has gotten in a few good shots. Those two forearms right there. Nick felt it.
One of the points that you said Nick has been wrestling these guys that nobody's heard of.
Big slam.
But as long as he's been wrestling guys nobody's heard of, Flip Gordon's been wrestling guys that everybody's heard of.
Yeah, Flip Gordon has been on a big stage for sure.
And win or lose, he's really been holding his own.
Just thinking about his match against Will Ospreay, his match against you. I mean, he's been in there with just about everybody. He's been in there with Kenny Omega. He's been in there.
A lot of the guys he's been in there with, though, and you mentioned they're all great guys. Take a look at what Nick is doing here. This is a basic, not even fully applied camel clutch. He's just putting all his weight on it. putting that'll wear you down. I mean, that'll blow you up.
I was going to say that sometimes that's all you need.
I mean, that's this powerhouse. Like I said, I'm giving him his credit. It reminds me so much of Billy Gunn. You think Billy Gunn's big, and then you shake his hands, and it's like shaking, a cement hand,
And there you see as he puffs out his chest and his shoulders.
There's a difference between being big and being able to use what you have.
Well, also, the longer this goes, the more it's going to go, in favor of Flip Gordon.
I was curious what you would think about that because we haven't seen the conditioning tested on Nick.
Less weight to carry around Flip has, and also I think Flip has competed on a more consistent, more frequent level. Reps. You got to get your reps.
Yeah, but you got somebody that's defending the title twice a week.
But I'll flip it around too. I can't believe I'm saying Flip might have a chance here, but that coming from Australia trip, not a fun trip. I barely made this show.
The jet lag.
And I was sucking wind. He's coming with full jet lag. Didn't even give himself the day. You need the day.
Great point.
Take a look at the great crowd here in Nashville. Huge crowd for honor for all the NWA World's Champion. Really just wrenching that in, using his body as leverage. Fans are checking in using the hashtag honor for all.
You're doing commentary and social media at the same time?
That's what we got to do is live.
You're a jack of all trades, man.
I'm trying this. That's what I bring to All In.
Congratulations on being all in.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
The head guy at the table, huh?
I appreciate that.
Don thinks he's the head guy, though, so you know.
Well, he's the top talent. As Flip Gordon getting back to his feet, delivering close to the midsection. See what you call things with the Excalibur.
I think Nick, I think he might have felt one of those, but they didn't have much behind him. You know what I'm saying? Flip is, spoke too soon.
Yeah, looking for an opening there. Big jawbreaker.
It's rare that we see the straight basic moves done in Ring of Honor because there's a lot of innovators here.
Sure.
And I would say.
Hold that thought. That's the King's Lynn Cloverleaf, and it's locked in. Caprice. I love where you were going. The basics are sometimes the best to connect with.
Back to basics.
Absolutely.
And this is a basic submission developed in Amarillo.
And with him using the basics, it almost throws Flip Gordon off because Flip Gordon is not used to this, being trapped in holds that are familiar, but they're not familiar to him because of the level that he's on and the place that he's at.
Flip Gordon trained with a guy named Brian Fury. You know Brian Fury?
Oh, yeah.
Brian Fury's a basics guy. This is, Flip's got to remember that stuff. It's in there.
Nobody home.
It's in there. You gotta call back on it. It's in there.
And this is the person that make you have to pull it out.
Absolutely.
Up to the top. Kinder, surprise.
Or you pull out your own stuff.
Well, he's holding that knee right now. I don't know if you noticed that, gentlemen. Flip Gordon. I didn't notice where he may have tweaked it. I don't know if it was him springboarding up.
I'll tell you exactly where he tweaked it. He stepped up, he executed a perfect super kick, but when he came back down, you only have one foot. And if you don't stick that 1 foot right on the spot, you can roll an ankle, you can hurt a knee.
And then, how many of us are actually performing at 100% anyway?
Hey, man, you're always going to compete hurt, never compete injured.
Yeah.
We got to decide, what is Flip? Is he hurt or is he injured here?
It's a big difference, too.
Outside in comes Gordon. Big drop kick. I love Aldis, though. Look at, he's going to the ropes. He's looking for a way to either position himself out of the way of a pinning predicament.
Well, the veteran mindset, he knows where he's at all times.
You do a big springboard drop kick like that, but if you land in the rib cage, you're gonna knock the wind out of yourself. So both these guys are about, like you said, 50-50 right now.
Wow. You agree?
Oof.
It took a couple minutes, but we finally got you on board, Cody.
Wow.
Flip Gordon. Oh, he's back to that knee again.
Yeah.
And Aldis.
Nice.
Spear.
Inside springboard spear.
Cover.
No.
2.
I don't like the cover, though.
If you're going for a title.
And here we go. Cross face.
He's got it executed perfectly, too. See the knuckles? But I don't think he can put enough torque on Nick's back. I don't think he can.
But you know what? If nothing else, he's wearing him down.
He is. The tides have turned here with who's wearing who down.
Cutting off the oxygen, rolling through.
There you go.
Back to maybe an even better position.
Flip's proving himself. If nothing else, he's proving himself. He's in there with a world champion.
Flip has a lot of heart. I'm surprised he's gone this far. He has nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing.
There you go.
NWA World Champion using that power advantage to get to the ropes there. Referee Todd Sinclair in perfect position.
I was going to say, are they in cahoots?
No, he doesn't. Allegedly, he doesn't follow up on his payments. Todd Sinclair, a man of great authority.
Todd Sinclair is your senior official.
Absolutely.
He's also all in.
He is Gordon. Back up to his feet now.
Hey, Cody, if you need any more people all in, I'm just saying.
Look at this.
Who you recommending?
Caprice Coleman is a great guy.
Delivering some rights. Staggers Gordon. Look at
Oh,
look at that. Oh! Wow.
Had Nick connected with that, it'd be a much different world. He didn't know.
Look at that. Does he have enough?
And the knees, he's holding them up on.
Samoan pop.
I was getting ready to say.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. He's that impact.
The time he's taking, because everything is hurt.
Everything.
The knee and the ankle.
The next big move. Hits the leg. Two. No. So
He's going to what he knows, but he's injured, so he's hurting himself by going to what he knows.
He took too much time there. He took too much time, and now he doesn't need to be arguing the ref. Flip. He has an opportunity here.
But he's going with his arsenal. But his arsenal is hurting him because of his injury.
Absolutely.
Do you
That's
think?
a really good point.
Do you think he's too inexperienced to maybe change game plans?
No, sometimes that's all you have, and that's all he has right now. He doesn't have enough experience to change the game.
That's
plan.
educated feet right there, though. Caught him right above the eye.
Going back to the
Right
top,
above the
Gordon,
eye.
with a chance to make a mark here for.
I was going to say, but how much power is behind that kick
Wise.
if you can't base it?
Smart move there.
All this. Pile driver.
Classic. That's it. That's all she wrote.
I mean, that took me back about 15 years.
That's all she wrote.
Jerry Lawler style pile driver.
Yeah, that was nice.
Right here in Tennessee, that is all she wrote. Nick, that's just the cherry on the top
And
for the NWA World Champion.
Big elbow
Wow.
signature style.
Right across the heart.
Point of the elbow.
Very big heart at that.
Two. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, did you see his foot on the rope?
I thought I
His
saw.
foot,
Here is your winner,
his foot was on
and
the rope.
still the NWA World Heavyweight Champion,
You don't like it ending like that. The foot was
Nick
all
Aldis.
there.
We saw it.
Yeah, don't leave no questions, man. If you're
I
gonna miss
can't, I can't have it go like this. I can't.
And look, we got Mike Posey. We got Paul Turner.
Well, here's my thing. If you're gonna lose, you lose. But don't leave questions, man. Now this is questions. This foot is definitely was on the rope.
Absolutely, and Cody, this is unusual. Why?
Yeah, Cody's sticking up for him.
Yeah, but why? Why now? I mean,
That's weird. It's like, did he win him?
he said right out of the gate, he wanted Nick Aldis to win.
But I think Flip has won Cody's heart, man. He wants it to be a decisive win. So he's kind of giving Flip Gordon a chance here. We'll see if he's giving him a chance.
Nick Aldis at the top of the ramp near the Carry-Tron.
I would hate to see it end like this.
I know.
They were both going great.
Great shot there of Aubrey Todd Sinclair and Nick Lendl.
It's a world title on the line, man. Don't end it like this.
All right, a world title.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed by the referees that during the pinfall, Flip Gordon's foot was on the bottom rope.
Yes, yes.
And as a result
Yes.
of this,
Come back.
senior official Todd Sinclair has ordered this match to be restarted.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Nick Aldis, come on down.
Hey, this is sanctioned by Ring of Honor, Nick. I know the NWA sanctioned it as well, but you're in our yard. You got to play by our rules.
Play by our rules, buddy. Come out with this jive.
You gotta finish, champ.
And I gotta say, I mean, look at this.
Look, Cody is rooting on Flip Gordon.
on. What a change of heart, and it felt like it during the,
Yeah,
the
he
match.
kind of won him over. It kind of won him over.
And at the very least, you don't want it to end in a controversial fashion. Maybe to Flip Gordon. Hey, look, Bond, no hands!
Flip is up. He's on fire.
Flip coming right for it. Hey, we're back in action. Super kick. Gordon, do it, Flip. Stars Bagel Stunner.
That's it.
That's gotta be a killer. New champion. No.
I thought he had him. How many people has he pinned with the Star Spangled Stunner?
The list goes on and on and on, but Nick Aldis for now will not be part of that list.
I couldn't let it in like that, guys.
Cody, that spoke a lot about you, man.
I'm sorry. It's the NWA World title.
Hey, you have nothing to be
Tradition.
ashamed of.
It's tradition. Couldn't let it in like that. Flip has worked way too hard.
Nice to hear you say that.
On the outside, Gordon.
He's got to go in. He's got to go into the reserve tank here. Come on, Flip.
What?
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did you just?
wow, Cody, you're
come
really.
on.
Do you hear yourself?
I'm excited. We're talking.
Okay.
We're talking about All In. Look at this kid.
Yeah, look at that. That's what we've been saying. Look
That's
at
what we've
this
been saying
kid.
the whole time. I don't mean to both respond, but
Yeah.
we've seen it. I
Well,
mean,
maybe I was the last to see it. Maybe.
Wow, I like this. I love this.
but the knee, he went for the forearm.
I'll tell you, we were talking about experience earlier. This is new. This is new territory for I think both these guys.
Yeah.
Nick thought he was heading to the shower. Thought he was going to the pay window.
Fireman's carry.
But you thought this match would have been over 15 minutes ago.
My hypocrisy has gone very far here.
Off the ropes.
Uh-oh.
All this. Oh, Black Gordon! Oh, head bouncing off the canvas, too.
Oh, he's going to pat in.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Kings, Lynn, Cloverleaf.
That's got to be it.
I don't think
I
Flip,
think he's out. He's out. He's
I
out.
can't tell. There's a little bit of movement, but oh God, he's sitting back on it.
Wow.
Flip, you gotta get to the ropes, buddy. You gotta find a way. You gotta find a way. All in the balance.
That's 10 feet. He's right in the center.
He's right in the
That's
center.
10 feet. He's got to cover.
The reserve you have to have in the tank to pull off a powerbomb like that, though.
But we're seeing the reserve of the challenger, Flip Gordon, right
I'm
now.
afraid he's about to sit back on this. No, Flip's not moving. Flip's not moving, guys.
It's referee's discretion because I don't see anything moving from him.
No, he's not moving.
Yeah.
One last burst of adrenaline. Couldn't get him.
Hey, but he didn't quit. He passed out, man. That's hard.
You need people to come out here and check on him.
Oh, what? Yeah. Well,